Everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys a Pick 3 Virginia workout. I'm just giving you guys some updates, some really cool patterns that I love. I love using triples, but I noticed with some states when you guys are having doubles and mirror type hits, you guys have a totally different pattern algorithm here. So I just want to go back just a few days and share this stuff with you, so when you see it, you can pay close attention to it, okay? So with Virginia, I decided to still continue to use the 317 rundown. And if we go back to January 10th, the evening, there was a hit of 287, okay? This 287, we're going to put together the rundown. Now, if you don't know how to count them out, they're very simple. You're just going to add each number down the columns. So for the first column, we would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Only use your ones place when you get to your 2-digit numbers, okay? So we just use the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Just use your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Use your 2. So you know you did it right. The number you start with will be the number you end with. And then you would add 1 all the way down the second column, 7 all the way down the third column, okay? Now, with this is really cool. Pay close attention to a couple of things. If you're seeing, and I want you to pay attention to your left side, okay? You're going to see doubles or mirrors, okay? So we have a double 1-1 here, and we have its mirror 6-6. Let's talk about mirror numbers real quick, because you're going to need to know those, okay? When we're talking about mirror numbers, you see how we have a 1-1 here and a 6-6 here? They're actually the same number. 6 and 1 are interchangeable. That's why we call it a mirror number. It's like an opposite version of itself. So make sure you know them, because you're going to need to look in both spots with what I'm about to show you. So a 0 could be a 5, or 5 could be a 0. A 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. A 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. A 3 could be a 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. So those are the mirror numbers, okay? Sorry about that, I dropped my water bottle, okay? So pay close attention to those mirror numbers, okay? So I noticed something very peculiar with Virginia. So you notice here around the slant you have an 872, right? You have an 872, and then you have a 273. Now notice around each one they're just a mirror. They're mirrored to each other. So you have 872, 732, but the 732 can also be spotted here. Okay, pay close attention. If you guys in VA have been paying attention to your doubles and mirror hits, you may be paying attention to that slant, because sometimes the number will mirror itself back. So what I would do is pay attention. You can either use it like this: 827, right? 732. But then you got the same numbers coming back, right? You got your 273, which is the same number, and 287, right? So you're literally just technically just using those first two numbers, which I really love, right? Well, guess what? If you held on to it for a couple of days, on January 13th, there was a hit of 237. It sat right across. So make sure that you're paying close attention to those things, okay? The 732 went straight across, and it also wrapped around this key digit. This key digit happened to be a date sum number. That could happen. So make sure that you're paying attention to certain numbers, because that could be a date sum number. Real quick, what's a date sum number? Is when we add the month and the date together. You notice when the 237 hit, it was January 13th. All right, so if we were to add those numbers together, we would get the number 14. Well, the date sum number would be 4. And it happened to be, you have 4 in a couple ways. All right, you have 4 that was wrapped around the 732, and it went straight across. The other thing is it was in the mirrored form 9-4. Sometimes when I'm putting prediction lists together, I look for certain things either on the left side or the right side as a mirror double. That could be a mirror indicator in the date sum that you're looking for. So Virginia, pay close attention to that. Okay, I'm going to show you it happened again because I know it took a couple days. Sometimes these patterns will show up again right before they hit. Go to January 12th, 970. There was a hit, the 970 hit. Now notice it happened again. You have an 827 going, and you got your 732 going across. You got your 372 and your 287. Notice it was the same thing. So those two numbers were telling you to pay close attention to me. And it hit January 13th, midday. Okay? All right, so let's go to another one because there were some other hits that were actual doubles. January 11th, there was a hit of 704, okay, midday. Now notice, take your left side, your slant, okay? Now this time it didn't mirror itself back, but sometimes the slants are just giveaways. So 255 and 700. You notice how the 273 was slanted as well. Okay, so this is your basic pattern structure that you guys really want to make sure you're paying a close attention to, because they could offer up some really cool pattern hits. Okay, not that I can guarantee, but pay attention. You notice how the 273 came, it was slanted, right? It came again here slanted, but it also went across. Sometimes they may not. That's why I wanted to share this one with you. Okay, so anyways, we have the 255, pay attention to that, and 700. Now watch this. The 552 actually hit January 13th in the evening. But hold on, a second hit came out. 700 came January 14th in the midday. Wow. Now, remember we were talking about date sum number indicators? Notice how the 552, remember I was telling you that 94 could be a date sum number indicator. It fell on the date sum of 4. Nice. Sometimes they'll use a date number indicator. Look where that 700 hit midday. You see that? The actual date itself, 4, we're using the ones place, that's your actually date number. And I'm about to put date sum, but no, it's date number. Okay. So that was lining itself up. So what am I telling you guys? Make sure you're paying close attention to what is going on. And the doubles or the mirrors on the left or right side could be date sum or date number indicators telling you when you may want to play. Okay. Also that 007, you know how it didn't come across mirroring itself, but it showed up again right before the hit 007. So pay attention. Sometimes these hits will come up right before the hit. Okay, Virginia, I hope this was helpful. Let me know how you're doing in the comments with it, and we'll see you on the next video.